Good morning. Welcome to this soggy Saturday morning. Glad you are here. I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum, America's kick-ass coach and psychologist, bringing you your early morning intuitive guidance today. And today we have a card. I dug a little deeper for this deck. It was kind of down toward the bottom. Hang on a second here. With all the humidity, it's kind of scratchy in here. So we'll see how this goes. But Grace Cards deck by Cheryl Richardson. These are beautiful cards, and they're very eloquent and elegant, I would say. So, a couple of nice deep breaths. Just settling into readiness to receive today's message. And some of you will have an ideal opportunity to practice this with me this morning. Because it's a holiday weekend, you may be out camping, etc. So this may be a perfect card to practice this. Our card for today is silence. Silence. So, what I'd like you to do is I'm going to read the card, and then we're just going to sit in silence for a minute. Now, if your toes started to curl, let's take a look at that. What about silence is uncomfortable to you? We're just going to do an experiment today. We're going to see what happens. So, here are the words. Be still. A daily practice of silence bears gifts. A heightened sensitivity to beauty, deep inner peace, and a profound feeling of connectedness to all living beings. Good morning, Joe. Welcome, welcome. So that fits with yesterday's card where we were sending out strings and attaching to beings, objects, animate and inanimate in the universe, and asking ourselves, what is my connection to this? What is my connection to this? Weaving that fabric of connectedness to all. So here we are again. Silence yielding a profound feeling of connectedness to all beings. Welcome to whomever else has popped on. Glad you are here. We are doing silence today. All right? So we're going to practice for 1 minute. I want you to just sit and breathe, just be. Allow thoughts to drift on through. If a thought kind of captures your attention for a moment, just acknowledge it and let it go. All right? 1 minute, and let's see what happens. Go. And that is 1 minute. 1 minute of silence. I can't tell you how uncomfortable it was not to greet Carolyn when you popped on. But what did you notice with that 1 minute of silence? What did you notice? What came to mind? I noticed that when I'm silent, I'm far more likely to pop into breathing deeply. I've kind of practiced that enough that those two are linked. What did you notice from being in silence, being still for 1 minute? For some of you, that 1 minute probably dragged on ad nauseum. Good morning, Linda. Welcome, welcome. Today we are practicing silence. And we just did 1 minute of silence. And now I'm just asking those who are on the call, what did you notice about that minute of silence? Again, I felt the pull of the social obligation to say hello to Carolyn when she popped on, but I kept breathing, kept staying in the moment with the silence. Again, what I focused on was breathing. That's what gets, for me, inextricably woven with silence is breathing. I think it's all those years of meditating. What about for you? What did you notice for that minute of silence? Did you have thoughts that came in and stuck and didn't want to leave? Again, just let them go, allow them, acknowledge them, breathe through them, almost like clouds drifting across the sky. All right? But today I'd like you to begin to develop a daily practice of silence. It could be when you're doing a task. I loved Thich Nhat Hanh's description of doing the dishes, that when he was fully present in the moment washing the dishes, it was a spiritual experience. And I kind of rolled my eyes going, dishes, really? But anything can become that contemplative experience when we allow the silence to be there and we pay attention to it. What about with people? How many people in your world are you actually comfortable being in silence with? Some people are so incredibly uncomfortable with that, they just go on and on and on and on and on, trying to fill every moment of silence. Other people, I love the term companionable silence. Being in companionable silence with somebody. You don't have to fill it with words, you can just be. Good morning, Sarah. We are talking about silence today and the benefits of silence. So Cheryl Richardson on the card suggests 3 benefits. A heightened sensitivity to beauty. So when you're silent, are you paying more attention to the beauty around you? And let's just do our little beauty exercise, because I love that one, all right? So first we're going to start with what's in front of us. Beauty before me. I want you to pick out something in your forward field of vision that's beautiful. Beauty behind me. What's something behind you that's beautiful? My dog is down there on the floor, so he's my beautiful behind me. Beauty to the left of me. What do you see to the left that is beautiful? I have a peace lily right there. That was a gift. Beauty to the right of me. I can see out the window and see the hedge out there, all green. Beauty above me. All I'm seeing is the ceiling, but I can imagine clouds. Beauty beneath me. I see my bare feet that take me wherever I want to go. And beauty within me. Beauty within me. That last one's really important. What do you perceive as beautiful about you? In silence, we're going to be much more likely to perceive it. All right? So heightened sensitivity to beauty, deep inner peace. And some of you may need to practice silence to get to that deep inner peace. We had it when we were little. We knew exactly how to be silent and just be, but then that kind of gets trained out of us. Good morning, Mel. Glad you are here. We're doing silence today. And a profound feeling of connectedness to all living things. And within that silence, you could practice what we did yesterday, sending out an energetic string to anything in your the area of perception, even imagined perception, and asking yourself, how am I connected to this? And I'm going to add in another sentence there. How am I a steward of this? So how am I meant to care for this, appreciate this, value this, etc.? So if it's another human being, it might be how you hold space for them to be exactly who they are. You don't have to fix anything. You don't have to change them. Remembering Anne Lamott's, help is the sunny side of control. When we allow others to be exactly who they are, warts and all, as my friend Deb says, warts and all. We are, to the person, fallible. There's not one of us. We do not have perfect people. It's just a given from the get-go. We are divinely perfect, but we're not humanly perfect. We are flawed. And that's what makes us interesting, right? Sometimes that's what drives us nuts also, but that's what makes us interesting. So, your practice for today, should you choose to accept it, is taking some moments of pause to be still. Just be still. If you're camping, sitting around the fire, that's a perfect time to be still. First thing in the morning when nobody else is up and you have your cup of coffee, that's a perfect time to be still. If you're at a place where there's water, being by the water and just being still. Wherever you are, today, a daily practice of being still and silent. And just notice. Make it an experiment. Just notice. What do I notice when I take the time to be still several times today? So, have an awesome day. I will see you again tomorrow. Remember, you are capable of far more than you think you are, including extended periods of silence. Bye-bye.